Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cavaliers will put total leather to crank us up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off with?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Trying play action. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Leaves it with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Just buried it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And the gutsy call on 4th down, running the RPO, handing the football off, making the right read. You could tell they stuck it up in there and they got the first down.
And the Cavaliers have their offense in high gear. Now they're going to throw it. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. If you can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage, take advantage.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's right on target. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Hauls it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Sticks it in his belly. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Offense gets set for 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Now the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. I mean, this guy has some serious guts from its own end zone. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Got his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll just keep slinging it. Dances away. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. No good. After the missed field goal, thanks. Could be worse. They're still up by 20 points. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a...
Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Line gets set, first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Offense in a split backfield. Just going to keep it after the snap. Off he goes. The 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure.
Touchdown, Virginia! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Virginia, 28. Georgia Tech, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Wilcox. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Smashes ahead. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baldridge. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Yellow Jackets pick up the first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gentry. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It is good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run to the right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here comes the option. The pitch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the Cavaliers get the first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. On his feet at the 40. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! And the pummeling has started.
Touchdown.
They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. It's crazy.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Give to the big fullback. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Run it with the fullback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The Cavaliers get it past the sticks.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had a...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires downfield. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Yellow Jackets have moved it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the field room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's looking to throw. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and
touchdown.